Good morning from Frank 40 Field here on the campus of Beverly High School as the BevCam Sports Network is pleased to bring you today's Northeastern Conference matchup between our host Beverly Panthers and the visiting Newburyport Clippers. My name is Al Visnick, and I'm here this morning with Patrick Conley to bring you all the action. Patrick, you got your second fill-in gig for Chris Hemsey down in a wedding in Rhode Island, and I promised him a shout-out and tell him that we'll miss him.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me here. It's happy to be back. It wasn't banned after my first appearance. No, you didn't. No bad words came out of your mouth. A beautiful day for soccer here. Crisp fall morning. Beverly is coming in here after a win in dramatic fashion against the Gloucester Fishermen with a goal in the last minute by senior center back Max Hemsey, which propelled the Panthers into the state tournament. They'll get a preliminary round game. For the fourth time in 4 years in Edgar DeLeon's coaching tenure here at Beverly High School, exciting goal that day. Yeah, that was an exciting game. It was a game they had to have. It was looking bleak. They went down, but the kids stepped up. I talked to a bunch of the boys in the last couple of days, and they kind of took a little bit of offense to some of the Gloucester kids talking about how they own this field and the coach yelling "feed the monster" to their forward. I think they maybe they woke up Beverly a little bit, but they stepped up when they needed to. Well, it's certainly been their monster referring to their 33-goal scorer. It's certainly been a strength for the Panthers this year is the play of their defenders. In the middle of the field in the back, led by one of the captains, Matt Roy, who's just been consistently one of the best keepers in the Northeast Conference. And the backs, Max Hemsey, Misha Creakin, Bryce Lee, all those guys doing an amazing job. But today will be another big challenge because coming in here from the north, the Clippers, and they sport a undefeated season so far. This is their last game of the season. They're 17 wins, 0 losses, with a very impressive 56 goals for and 3 against, which is just astronomical numbers. So in terms of having that defensive prowess going on there, the boys in the back will have to step up once again. And as I'm, struggling for names off the top of my head, I'd be very remiss to leave Trevor Gilligan out of that group because he's drawn the assignments of really shadowing those big scorers and has done just a great job against Peabody and against Gloucester. And we just got the roster a second ago, so I'm not exactly sure who the big names are. But I know that coming back from last year, some of the top goal scorers were Will Aquaviva, Kalen Twitchell, and James Forrest Hay, who I believe are all back this year and playing for the Clippers. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one today. It's a little less pressure on the game today than if they had lost or even tied against Gloucester, but it's a game they want to have. It could mean the difference of a home game or an away game in the first round. So it's still an extremely important game. Yeah. Speaking of those home games, Beverly sits 39th in the power ranking in Division I. So I believe that unless something dramatic happens, probably going to be on the road for the first game. Since they'd be hard order, I think, to make it inside the top 32, even with a win. Reason being is when these power rankings are pulled together, your opponent's strength of schedule, your opponent's ranking is very, very important. And the Clippers come in ranked 9th in Division III with a 17-0 record, but their opponent's rating is a negative .04. Conversely, Beverly sits at 39 in Div 1, and their opponent rating is 1.059. So if these rankings are worth any weight, we should have a hell of a match today. Yes, it should be. It should be pretty evenly matched. So Beverly is very good defensively. And is riding an unbeaten streak in their last 7 games. And during that course of those 7 games, they've only allowed 3 goals and scored 15. So they found the back of the net a little bit more consistently over the last 7. The first 10, just 11 goals. Yeah. So they're coming. They gave up 18 goals overall this year.
So they've given up 15 in the first 10 and 3 in the last 7. So the boys have kept 7 clean sheets. Like I said, with Matt Roy between the pipes in hockey parlance. And the guys in the back doing a great job. Trevor and Max Hemsey will be starting at center back. Paolo Buquici looks like he's going to be playing that defensive mid-role in the midfield. With Owen McCarthy, Ian Visnick, another captain. Up front, we have Mateo, Wilson, and Beacon, Brendan Conley, making a start there today on the wing. Mark Beattie will play the right outside back, and Misha Creakin, the left outside back for the Panthers.
Well, Al, as this game starts, with me being a longtime soccer official, let me give a shout-out to our 2 referees out here, Jean-Pierre Lukenga Musanda, goes by JP, and Ryan Davis. Ryan Davis, longtime North Shore referee, so got a good veteran crew today.
Okay, and we are underway here. Mateo was able to steal the ball. Ian Visnick pressing forward. And Ian there with a great burst of energy puts the pressure on, and the Panthers seem to be pressing up the field, which is one of their strong suits. Edgar De Leon making a change in formation, going back to 4 backs, came away from the 3 backs, and that certainly has proved beneficial to the Panthers. And they're at their best when they're possessing the ball and they're pressing up the field. Good energy here from the boys starting out. Here's the long throw-in for Newburyport. Hit out of bounds by Max Hemsey. Throw-in is going to be taken by number 14, Benedict Cotter. Ben throws it in. Headed away. And he'll have another go at it. I'll give my usual apologies with any mispronunciations of names along the way. Don't have a phonetic key. I'll do my best with that for the folks at Newburyport. Ball goes into the box. Ian Visnick gets a foot on it. We're in obstructed view seating right now with the very large contingents of Newburyport Clippers here. I'm going to try to make my way forward a bit so I can see a bit better here.
They're a tall team.
They are. Matt Roy's going to take the goal kick for the Panthers.
You touched on it earlier. Matt Roy, he's had a great season. These last 4 games, he's kind of stood on his head a little bit. He's really done a good job keeping them in these games. Number 9, Jane Forrest Hay, puts it over to one of his teammates for a shot there, but is handled by Matt Roy with a nice save falling to his right. Shot taken by number 10, Adam Bovey. Here's a long punt by Matt. Ball falls to the ground. Mateo battling. Newburyport comes away with it, but Owen McCarthy steps in and takes it nicely over to Misha Creakin. Misha gets it through the middle of the field, tries to find Ian, but it rolls in the wrong direction. It's batted upfield by the Clippers, and the ball bounces around here a bit. Misha Creakin with an outstanding step. Again, bounces around. Beverly trying to string some passes together with a nice little stretch of play there. Yeah, they've certainly started this game with a lot of energy. They've had some flat spells at the beginning of games, but they're coming out awake today. Well, I think it's a natural thing, Patrick, when you're playing a team undefeated in the last game of the season, coming in, being one of the big dogs in Division III, and wanting to show in your last game on your home field what you can do, especially for this senior-laden Beverly squad. And the way these boys are, like kids these days, they hear everything, and they had gotten wind of the fact that the last Newburyport game that was televised, they did an interview after, and the kids were all talking about the tournament and kind of overlooking Beverly a little bit. So these boys hear that stuff, and it gives them that little extra chip on their shoulder. Here's Newburyport, has the ball deep. They cross it in, hit away by Paolo, falls to feet of number 8, William Aquaviva, who hits it over the bar via Beverly goal kick. Kind of see that little spurt right there, how the Clippers can be dangerous. Okay, another goal kick from Matt Roy. Matt launches it towards the midfield, sails over everybody, hits the ground. Wilson DeLeon with the header to Owen McCarthy. Owen looking for Mateo. Mateo gets a foot on it, but he's defended well by the Clippers. Owen has it back to Mateo. Finds Beacon, just misses Brendan, but Brendan's going to work back hard. Ball's hit up the field, and
Trevor Gilligan's there to send it back. Right, finds Ian Visnick right to his feet. Ian looks it up, puts a ball up for Wilson, who's charging hard. Keeper comes out and forces him to kick it outside for a throw-in. Nice ball from Ian there, finding the feet. Nice ball in from the back as well.
And Newburyport seems to have a big, strong goalie back there, so it'll be interesting to see how hard they can test him early.
Yeah, seeing a keeper of that height brings me back 4 years ago to the tournament game against Winchester here at Frank 40 Field with a very long and athletic goalkeeper making a huge difference. Okay, Beverly keeps the ball. Ian up to Pilo. Taken back by the Clippers. Mark Beatty with a nice step. Ian Visnick has the ball. Looking for Misha Creakin on the outside. Defended well by number 11, but Misha is always battling. Another one of those backs who's had an outstanding year for the Panthers. Big battle with Jamison Brooks. Wilson with the foot on it. Trevor steps up. A little bit of a tennis match right now. Ian Visnick and Paulo team up in the middle. Those guys have been very solid there for the Panthers, and one of the reasons for the turnaround is Paulo stepping up into that holding midfield position and Ian moving a little further up the field. It's really put a lot of heavy defensive players up higher, which has helped tremendously in our last 7 games. Brendan Connolly defended on the outside. Goes off of him for a Clipper throw-in. Max Hemsey on the defense, getting help by Misha Creakin. Hits the ball out to the outside. Number 9, James Forrest Hay, tries to run it down. As he does, he crosses into the middle there. Dangerous one, but that's going to go out for the first corner kick of the game, I believe.
Heavy contact over there far side of the field. You know, completely legal play, but that was a lot of bodies flying.
Okay, taking the corner for the Clippers is number 7, Spencer Colwell. Beverly has had a little bit of trouble at times defending set pieces. Okay, everybody jockeying for position as Spencer fixes his socks. There's a ball, long far post, headed away, and we have an infraction on the Clippers.
Funny little bit of gamesmanship over here. Coach called Wilson over to talk, and the Newburyport defender stood right next to him. A little bit of eavesdropping.
Yeah, okay, I'll go with gamesmanship on that. You're very kind, but being under the mic, under the hood, we'll leave it at that. Okay, Matt Roy launches another goal kick. Paulo Buquici, not surprisingly, gets a head on it. Back to Ian Visnick, looking for Mateo, and a little chip. It falls to the feet of Wilson De Leon. Wilson is trying to maintain possession. He finds Ian. Ian with a one-touch pass just misses Owen McCarthy. Ian steps up on there, forces an errant pass that Paulo can pick off. And here falls to feet again. Very nice job by Mark Beatty. Fine Ian. Ian puts one for Brendan Connolly up the wing. And here comes the keeper out again. And boy, that's a long box from my viewpoint.
Yeah.
I thought that was closer to the sideline than it was.
I heard a whistle in the JV field. I thought that was ours.
Okay. Beverly with another one in the middle of the field. Not surprisingly, Paulo Buquicio is so strong in the air there for the Panthers. All right, Ian Visnick, nice job getting to that ball. Finds Misha Creakin, up to Max Hemsey. Batted around a little bit. Trevor will come up. Great step by Trevor. Puts a foot on that, looking for Beacon. We're calling Ian Visnick there, asking for a foul there, but to no avail. Oh, there's a nice move on the outside. Mark Beatty beat by the Newburyport attacker. Beats Paulo again. Mark working hard. Trevor Gilligan with the coverage there. Keeps it from getting crossed and prevents service. Brendan Connolly on the ground for the 3rd or 4th time today.
He likes playing on the ground.
He's going to need a nice bath when he gets home. Finds Ian. Ian has a man behind him. Okay. Ball goes out. Good energy, good excitement here on a beautiful Saturday morning here in October. last Saturday of the month, getting ready, I think, next week for turn the clocks back. And always seems like when things get dark early, it's wintertime.
Yep. Happy the sun came out. It was a cold morning this morning.
Yeah, tournament games will have to start quite a bit earlier once the sun, sets early for those fields that don't have any lighting.
Like this one here.
Okay, we got a battle in the obstructed view seats in front of us. Beverly comes away with it. Wilson hits a pass, deflected, but Ian Visnick with great energy recovers that ball. Back to Paulo, who finds Brendan on the wing, who's defended very hard by number 7, Spencer Caldwell. Mark Beattie comes up. Ball falls to Trevor Gilligan, who sees it out for a Beverly goal kick. Both teams finding their way. Both teams are finding their way into the game right now.
Yeah, back and forth action. It's been a hard-fought battle so far.
Okay, ball bounces around. Ian Visnick has it again. Newburyport on the attack. Nice step in by Owen McCarthy. Ends up going off of Newburyport for a Beverly throw-in. Number 16 waiting to check in for the Clippers, Zachary Rosa. Clippers come away with the ball again. Number 10, Adam Bovey. Ball has gone out off of Newburyport for a Beverly throw.
Adam, switch that to Jamie in the air. We're going in. Jamie, off that button.
Mark Beattie will take the throw for the Panthers. Finds Brendan Conley. Great slide tackle by Paulo. As good as he is in the air, he also loves that slide tackle. Ball bounces around again in the midfield. Paulo with a good step there. Same for Mateo. Boys are battling hard here. Ball's hit up the field by Luke O'Brien. Max Hemsey.
That was a strong play by Max there.
Mateo with the ball, has the ball in dangerous position. Find Wilson De Leon for a one-touch shot, but unfortunately he goes wide. Just had his hips facing in the wrong direction.
Yeah, Max made a good play up here at midfield to start that attack. That was a great play.
Okay, Zachary Rosa will check in for Jamison Brooks, one of the captains for Newburyport, and Brendan Conley will come off, and Ryan Williams will take his place. A goal kick by the Newburyport keeper, Owen Tang, I think is how you pronounce that. One of the Newburyport captains. Ball bounces around, and an errant elbow by number 16 found the face of Owen McCarthy. Owen's down there. Never like to see any of the boys get hurt. Didn't appear to be any intent on that. Just an errant elbow find his way somewhere around his nose or eye there. So hopefully things will be okay. Beverly High School trainer out to attend to him, along with assistant coach Rep. Owen is up on his feet. And looks like he's going to be okay. Okay, Jared Provost is going to come in while Owen McCarthy's attended to. Coming in for the Clippers, number 22, Duncan Core? Not sure to pronounce that one. Okay, ball's hit forward by Misha Creakin. Beverly presses it, Hit out to the midfield. Paolo with a step as he battles number 9, James Forrest-Hay. Falls to Mark Beatty, looking for Yayan. Hit out of bounds by number 7, Spencer Caldwell. Mark will take the throw for Beverly. Looking for Wilson DeLeon and hit out by Kellen McDermott, another one of the Clipper captains. Throw in to Yayan, who fights for it. A little scrum on the sideline there. Ian Visnick is there to intercept and hits a shot just wide.
Good strike there.
Quality strike by Ian Visnick, who kept his forward position there. Ball squirted out to him and took a one-time shot. He certainly has the leg to hit that, that's for sure, from that distance. And as they say, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So
looks like all 3 boys teams in action today. Looks like the freshman team's playing over there today, too.
Ball's hit ahead, but it looks like it's going to roll to Matt Roy with a little bit of shielding by Trevor Gilligan and Max Emsey. Matt with the punt. Ooh. Mark Beatty was turning to look to see where it was, and it came down and hit him. It was like an outfielder running back to the wall.
You know, that play there and the play that Owen got hurt on, I heard Owen coming off the field saying he lost it in the sun. I'm wondering if the boys are struggling a little bit with this sun, with this early morning game.
It could be. There aren't a lot of 10 a.m. games, and at this time of the year, the sun's in a different position than we're used to. Usually it's more to our left, to the bench's left in the afternoon, and becomes an issue for the keepers. But as you say, looking up and back here, to the left of Matt Roy's goal is where that sun is at this moment. Clipper throw in. Goes down the line. Trevor Gilligan defending number 9, and that ball is going to go out for a Beverly throw.
Goal kick.
Goal kick. I was thinking about the unsporting kick of the ball down to the fence and lost my words.
It's a very confident Newburyport team. We'll leave it at that.
They're 17-0, and they're playing like they're 17-0. They have talent, no question about it.
With them playing this softer schedule, as you said earlier, I wonder how many times they've been tested this season.
Well, Patrick, it just so happens I'll be able to tell you that. Among their closest games were a 2-1 win over Excel Academy, who I believe they beat in last year's state tournament. 1-0 win over Hamilton Wenham. 1-0 win over North Reading High School. A 2-1 win against Linfield. 2-1 win against Central Catholic. And a second 1-0 victory against North Reading. So they've had a handful of close games. But have certainly beat up and scored a ton of goals against some other opponents. Of course, Newburyport plays out of the Cape Ann League. So those are some that league games in there with the Linfields and the North Readings. And
Hamilton.
Newburyport throw-in. Beverly is able to clear that. Owen McCarthy back in the game. Jared Provost chests that ball up, takes it forward. I think it was trying to look for Mateo, but that pass just got away from him. Nice step there by Jared to win that ball. Paolo steps up again. Misha creaking again.
Misha.
There's a ball hit forward there, up trying to look for number 22. Trevor Gilligan defends. A little help by Mark Beatty, and I think that'll go for a Beverly goal kick. I don't know what it is about this particular team, but I haven't had the obstructed view onto my right all year long. I need it. They have no bench. Maybe that's why. They have no marker of where they should be. It really is impeding my view here.
And they have a long bench too, so a lot of kids on the side of the field.
Okay, Beverly has the ball again, trying to attack forward. Intercepted by Newburyport. Will go for Beverly throw-in. Next member of the Clippers getting ready to check in is number 31, Paul Becca-Henri. Mark Beatty with the ball, but that is called out by the far side official. Ryan Davis, I believe.
Yes.
As you identified earlier.
This game has the feeling of a 1-0 game. Getting this first goal is going to be, so huge because it doesn't feel like there's going to be a lot of opportunities today.
Yeah, I think that's personally, I feel like a lot of games felt that way this year. And actually, the game against Gloucester was the first time this season that the Panthers came from behind for a win. They had been unblemished when scoring the first goal. Ian Williams with the win there, finds Owen McCarthy. Owen with a longer ball, glances off the head of number 15, Luke O'Brien. Mateo pressing. Jared comes away with it, defended well by Newburyport. Trevor Gilligan with a good step there. Max Hemsey comes over and does what he does there, pressure there. There's a long cross in from the left-hand side, but Misha Creakin will be there and sees it out with number 16, Zachary Rosa, on his back. Okay, we're a little more than halfway through the first half here, and as we thought we would see, it's a competitive match. A lot of balls in the midfield there, an occasional spurt forward. And speaking of that, here comes Newburyport. Rosa has the ball in the box. He puts it out front, but it finds nobody. Ian Williams checking back there to help out defensively. Newburyport with the ball. Trevor Gilligan defends. It's chipped into the box to number 9. Ball's in the air. Paolo heads it back to Matt Roy, who's able to take care of that. So a brief moment of danger there in the Panthers' box is diffused. Matt Roy with a big booming punt well over midfield. Falls to Owen McCarthy, back to Mark Beatty. Mark back to Owen. Defended by Newburyport, but Ian comes away with it. Finds Owen. Jared Provost pushes up on him. Number 6, he's defending there. Henry Acton, another captain for the Clippers. Ian Visnick defends on the outside and calmly pushes that out of bounds. Beverly getting ready to make a couple of substitutions. Max Lang is there, as well as...
Mateo?
Nope. Federico and Max getting ready to check in. But Newburyport throw. They're going to have to wait. Ian Williams finds Owen McCarthy. Whoop. Owen with a little push from behind there.
Yeah, Beverly has a strong exchange student class this year of soccer players.
Do.
They were very fortunate to get the group they did.
Matteo Bonanno, Federico Claverino, and Paolo Buquicchio. 3 boys from Italy have certainly had prominent roles in helping the Panthers this fall. Really great to see the boys interacting with them. You know, they're in a new country. Matt Roy goes up to try to take that away. The ball falls to Newburyport's wide open frame. Someone from Beverly sticks a foot in there. As Beverly, there's a foul by Trevor Gilligan, who asked, "What did I do?" But I think Trevor rewinds the tape. He'll see that forearm in the back was probably a little much.
Right in front of the official.
Okay, this is a dangerous spot for the Panthers. It looks like, is that number 7, Spencer Colwell? He's going to step away for James Forrest Hay, who I believe is one of the bigger goal scorers for the Clippers this season.
A lot of jockeying in the box right now.
He's going for a goal and misses that by quite a bit.
Yep.
Goes sails over the bar. And that will enable substitutions out. 11, 18, and 19 coming in for the Clippers. Jamison Brooks, Finn Ingalls, and Van Martin will come in. Jared Provost and Matteo Buonanno come out. Max Lang and Federico Claverino come in for the Panthers. Max Hemsey with a big header win there after it bounces around. Newburyport gets it back. Trevor Gilligan hits it away, finds feet of Ian Williams, but it goes off Ian for a Clipper throw-in. Ball squirts through, but Paulo's there, defends. Good step by Mark Beattie out on the right back. Mark came up from the JV squad halfway through the season here and has played some fine minutes here for the varsity squad.
Yeah, I've coached Mark for a lot of years, and he's much improved this year. He's a little more aggressive than he was last year. I think he's a little more comfortable. He's a good, solid player.
Absolutely, and only a sophomore. Is that right, Patrick?
Correct.
So, Panthers will be looking to reload next year with the huge senior class graduating. 17, I believe, was the number.
Yes. I mean, that's almost a full roster turnover there.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, coming off is number 9, James Forrest Hay, being replaced by number 10, Adam Bovey. Ball's hit away high into the air by Paulo. Owen battles for it. Ball bounces around in the midfield. Beverly offers good resistance there. Keeps the ball, strings a couple together. Good play.
Well, he had Misha streaking down the left, but just couldn't get it to him. Too much going on in front of him.
Frederick Claverino working hard, comes back, and he's fouled. Fantastic work by Federico there to win it back. Beverly working so hard right there to get that ball back, and that's great work there by Federico.
Trevor's trying to get a few extra yards on that kick.
Hey, why not?
Exactly.
Waiting to check in for the Clippers is number 13, Kalen Twitchell. Trevor launches one that's going to fall in the box. Keeper comes out. Ball spills. Ian Williams hits it. And they scored! First blood for the Panthers!
Paulo down.
Paulo is down after going up for that header. Had some head-to-head contact, and perhaps the keeper got a piece of him. Ball squirted free, and Ian was able to flick that in. So a little bit of tempering of the celebration for the Panthers, who have scored here with about 12 and a half minutes left in the first half to take the lead. And as you said, Patrick, that first goal, an important one, give the Panthers a little bit of confidence. Paulo seems to be okay coming off the field. Hopefully just a small nick. Wilson DeLeon will go in to take his place. But the senior, Ian Williams, finds that ball, falls to his feet. And that's just a great finish, because in that traffic, all he did was flick that ball ahead to the open frame with the Newburyport keeper coming out to punch that away, but knocking into Paulo and that ball squirting out. Real great presence of mind by Ian and a real nice finish.
You know, a lot of times that's when you see the kids try to kick the ball as hard as humanly possible and put it 30 yards over the goal. But like you said, nice soft touch there, just enough to get the ball in the net. Okay, next 5 minutes will be very important for the Panthers. Newburyport will be searching extra hard for that equalizer. There's a ball there, in dangerous, comes across, header goes over the frame, so there was a quality chance right there. That ball by the substitute who just came in, Kalen Twitchell. I didn't quite see who provided the service, but I think it might have been number 11, Jameson Brooks. Got a jockey for a position here to see what's going on. Need a step stool.
Usually it's the left-hand side here with our own bench, but to our left. Okay, here comes another break for Newburyport.
Yep.
But Max Hemsey was dragged down by number 13, Kalen Twitchell. Max with a great position there.
Newburyport looking for the handball there. As they shoved Matt into it. Max into it.
We were looking for illegal hit from behind. So. Okay, Matt Roy will take the free kick for the Panthers. Headed by number 6, Henry Acton. Ian Visnick comes over to provide pressure. Falls to Trevor Gilligan. Ball ends up in the middle of the field, though, and Newburyport maintains position. Max Lang defending well there, and that allows Owen McCarthy to step in. And he's looking for Wilson DeLeon with a good pass. Just evades him. Thought he was going to send Wilson in, but Wilson hustling hard and forces the Newburyport keeper to put a foot on it. There's the energy that the Panthers really want to show. You know, so hard to put it in for 80 minutes. A soccer game ebbs and flows, but you know, especially coming off the heels of that goal, seeing that energy for Beverly is huge. All right, we got several substitutions for Newburyport. I didn't quite see who went in as I was watching the action down here in the corner. Misha Creakin now launches it in back towards the box. Ian Williams battling for position. Frederico battling as well. Panthers are not making anything easy right now for Newburyport.
No, and listening to these Newburyport players come off the field, I don't think they're used to being pushed around as they have been today.
Throw-in intercepted by Misha Creakin, who heads it up to Wilson DeLeon. Ball bounces around. Max Lang battling. Ian Visnick's going to come down with it. Looking for Frederico on the outside. Falls to Misha Creakin. Newburyport with a long ball forward. Max Hemsey doesn't let the pull of his shirt bother him. Heads it forward. This could be a problem here. Number 8 has made it into the corner. He's defended by Trevor Gilligan. Trevor, great defending, and we
believe it's a goal kick.
I believe it's a goal kick. That's with the referee's hand signal from I wasn't sure which way he was pointing. Matt Roy with the goal kick. I feel like I've said that a few times today. Battle in the middle of the field. Trevor Gilligan puts a foot in that and knocks it out of bounds. Scoreboard clock shows about 7 minutes and change, but as at all games here at Frank Forty Field and throughout Massachusetts, the official time is kept on the field by the officials. Typically, the clock will be stopped the last 2 to 5 minutes and leaves us guessing what's left. Very different than in the college game, which I find fascinating, that they keep the official score on the clock and, in fact, count down 10, 9, 8 as it goes down. So very interesting, a difference there in the college game. Good step by Mark Beatty, takes it away from the Newburyport attacker, number 9, James Forrest-Hay, but now hit out of bounds for a throw-in for the Clippers. Throw-in taken by number 7, Spencer Caldwell. Ball's chipped forward, but Trevor is there to head it away. Substitutes coming in, number 19, Declan McHugh for the Panthers, and number 14, Ben Cotter for the Clippers.
JV boys up 1-0 right now. Late in the first half, I believe.
Okay. I love that you have those updates.
The varsity girls are off to Haverhill today, this afternoon, as they try to jockey for their own position in the playoffs.
They've also qualified, though,
yes,
if I am not mistaken. long throw in for the Clippers. Trevor Gilligan's there to defend, and Matt Roy comes off his line. He loses the ball, and it's shot wide.
May have been mistaken on the JV score. I don't think there's a score over there.
Okay, well, we'll get verification. Wishful thinking, perhaps.
Exactly.
So that was a big chance there for the Panthers. Matt, I think, feels like he was fouled, having a little discussion with the referee in his end. And it's going to be a goal kick for the Panthers. Okay, I think the scoreboard clock has stopped at that 5-minute mark, and we know that we're inside of 5. Matt Roy launches it. Headed by Newburyport, who comes away with it, but Max Hemsey steps up there and regains control for the Panthers. Pass intercepted by Newburyport. They make a run up the left side. Ball's going out, but Trevor Gilligan has something to say about that, and there's a goal kick.
Great play by Trevor.
Great play by Trevor. Trevor once again putting in a solid shift, and Patrick talking about kids that we've coached over the years. I've logged a lot of time with Trevor, and he is one of those players who can play anywhere on the field, but he will run through anything. He's an aggressive player. He has the skills to finish. He's had a 2-goal game against Medford with some great individual goals, and his play in the back has just been outstanding. He's really been featured more so back there. He'll occasionally go outside to that outside back position so he can push up, but when he's playing in center back here, he's been amazing. I'm guessing one of the reasons he's at center back, I'm just kind of looking at the bench, Bryce Lee. I'm not sure what's up there.
We haven't seen him today.
On. He does not looking too comfortable sitting there on the bench, so I'm not sure if he's not feeling well or injured today. But maybe I'll be wrong and he'll be part of the rotation. Okay, it is halftime here at Frank 40 Field. A spirited first half between the undefeated visitors from Newburyport and our hometown Panthers, who have been coming off, like I said, they're in the midst of a 7-game unbeaten streak. We saw some good play from both sides, some chances from both sides. And Yayan Williams, the only one so far to find the back of the net.
I think it's going to be a very physical second half.
Yeah, a lot to play for. You know, Newburyport will want to keep that undefeated streak going, and Beverly is certainly going to want to defend.
I think that might have actually been a timeout.
I think you're right.
Odd timing.
I thought that perhaps that was a quick 5 minutes. Okay, so it's not halftime here at Frank 40 Field, but there's some indeterminate amount of time left.
This is where, if you're Beverly, you got to keep that focus. Don't give up anything easy at the end of the half.
I also saw the ball boys come over to this side, so that was another reason.
I think they thought it was halftime too. It's a weird time for a timeout. You don't normally see them that close to the end of the half.
Right. Okay, both teams will return after getting instructions. Newburyport coached by Sean Blue. Trevor Gilligan launches one deep into the box. The Newburyport keeper comes out and handles that. Just missed Misha Creakin. Owen Tank will punt it forward. Ball bounces, it gets over Max Hemsey's head. It's hit ahead, but Mark Beattie is there. Mark hits it out to the side to just diffuse it and let his mates regain their shape and come back. Very nice play by Mark. Throw in, Trevor steps, ball bounces around, Newburyport's there. I think we had an offside there. I was going to call that from here, but I didn't want to be presumptuous. The local cable access announcer from 65 yards away thinks that's offside.
Right on it. You were right on it.
Okay. Matt Roy hits it. Falls to the ground. Newburyport comes away with it. Big
Good
ball
ball
up the outside for James Brooks, defended by Max Hemsey. And the ball
Good
goes
play.
off in Newburyport for Beverly throw. Just, Max being another one of those guys that I've coached over the years, and he obviously shows that he can finish as he did against Gloucester. As a little kid, always wanted to play up front, but gosh, he was always good defending, even as a young kid. And he's really having a tremendous season here for the Panthers. Owen McCarthy battling. Newburyport stringing a couple of passes together on the outside, but defended hard. That ball's going to go deep. Max Hemsey comes over, does not let the service happen. Substitutes coming in. Mateo checks in, back in for...
Federico, I believe.
No, 15's Mateo. No? Yeah, Frederic. Now do we have halftime?
I don't know. I don't want to say.
I guess nobody's checking in. I didn't hear two whistles, but then again, I have the headphones on. I thought I heard them earlier. Maybe we'll get our hearing checked at the half. Okay.
Looks like it might be another timeout. I'm not sure.
Okay, we are going to hang out here just for a minute because I think that you might be right based on the fact that the officials are staying in midfield.
Right.
And maybe our hearing is okay, and we didn't hear the two whistles. Very strange. 2 timeouts taken in the last couple of minutes and a half to challenge our knowledge of the game and what we're seeing with our own eyes.
Just speaks to the importance of this game. If you see coaches calling timeouts this close to the end of the half.
Right, for sure.
You know, they both these teams know how important this game is.
Okay, this is going to be a throw-in deep in Panther territory for the Clippers. Usually when you see somebody standing back on the track, they have a throw-in that's going to be like a corner kick, and it's going to be taken by number 30, William Thorson. So let's see. There's a long ball into the box. Bounces up there and falls to the ground.
Foul on Newburyport.
So Beverly will have a kick taken by Matt Roy. Matt hits the ball, heads up towards the mid-stripe. Number 30 with the win over the back of Misha Creakin. Defended there by Max Hemsey, helped by Misha and Paolo. Ball goes out. We have a sub. Number 16, Zachary Rosa coming back in for the Clippers. There's a throw for Newburyport deep into the Beverly box. We're just outside the box, and we got a corner kick coming here late. Going to be really important for the Panthers to defend this. This is not the time you want to concede in a 1-0 match. Always a nervy time when that happens. Number 7 will take it, Spencer Caldwell for the Clippers. Boys are jockeying for position. Here comes a ball out. It falls in front of the box, and Beverly's going to come away with that. Paolo Buquicchio takes it out of his box, shepherds it away, one back by Newburyport. That ball's hit deep, and I think that'll roll over the end line for a Beverly goal kick. So Beverly did a nice job of defending that.
So I think this 30 on Newburyport is their throw-in specialist.
I think you're right.
He came in, took the throw, and came back out. Now he's warming up again.
Like a field goal kicker.
Yep.
Kicking into the net. Owen comes away with it. Finds Mateo. Owen calls him off. Good talk there. Owen tries to find Misha up the side, but it's defended by Newburyport and knocked out of bounds. I'm not sure if I heard Edgar ask the official for time, and he said 2.5, but maybe I'm wrong on that.
I heard him ask if he was using a sand clock. I think these last couple minutes have taken forever.
Well, we've had timeouts, 2 of them, or 2 false starts to the half, as your announcers might be thinking. Ian Visnick battling there. Max Hemsey gets a piece of that. Continues to battle Mark Beatty there, and that ball is going to fall harmlessly to the hands of Matt Roy. Matt Roy with a high booming punt. Ends up falling to the ground. Newburyport with control. Max steps up, as does Trevor. Ball is headed backwards. Whoa. Got a foul on Paolo as he was looking for the ball in the air and ran over number 13, Kalen Twitchell. It's going to be a free kick taken by number 15, Luke O'Brien. Again in a dangerous spot here. He'll be probably trying to drop something in around the 6. Ball heads in deep. It's headed. Matt Roy is there to catch it. Matt Roy doing a good job there of staying on his line, reading the play, putting himself in position to come up with that ball. Long punt forward, Paolo battling. Trevor steps forward, hits a ball over the top. Mateo running it down. And there,
finally,
with a lack of finality, is the end of the first half. We heard that one. Okay. So finally, we reach halftime with the score here. The Beverly Panthers won the Newburyport Clippers 0. A very competitive half of high school soccer on a beautiful day here in the fall. And I'm sure we're going to find more to come. As we said in our fall start of the half, we're sure that Newburyport is going to want to keep that unblemished record going into the tournament. And we're equally as sure that Beverly is going to want to defend its home turf on what, in all likelihood, will be its last home game of the season before they travel for a preliminary state tournament game.
Yeah, it should be exciting second half.
Okay, we're going to take a little break here from Frank Forty Field, and we'll be back with you in the second half.
You are watching BevCam. Here, anyone can come to the studio to make their own local TV show. Contact us with your idea. We'll help you get started with producing your own show, editing it, and then we'll broadcast it to all of Beverly for your friends and family to see. You might even get some new fans. We also film local events like sports, music, city council meetings, and more. If you miss out on anything in town, you can catch up on it here. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Contact us at 978-927-5544 or email us at admin@bevcam.org.
Got a quarter?
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving, the ultimate party foul.
Everything starts out small. The things that hurt us they all start from somewhere. The words we say, the things we do, they can grow into something else. What was small and innocent can become big and sometimes scary. All it takes is one comment, one picture, one video for something to catch fire. But a big problem doesn't need a big response. Not at first. Even if we don't know what to say, the eye emoji can be that first step we take. Let's all pledge to take that first small step together and change the world in a big way. I'm a witness, and so are you.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise and be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
Listen.
All it took was someone who would insist that I just try.
Suddenly, everything was turned around because they judge you.
You tell them, I don't need this.
No one is going to understand.
Unless they've been through it, how can they?
Then one day you realize...
You feel so hopeless.
I need help. I need help.
You feel so hopeless.
Then one day you realize...
Unless they've been through it, how can they understand?
I don't need this.
No one's going to judge you.
Suddenly everything was turned around because they insist that I just try.
All it took was someone who would just...
Listen.
Okay, welcome back here to Frank 40 Field in the campus of Beverly High School as we're getting ready to bring you second half action between the Beverly Panthers and the Newburyport Clippers. Things are warming up here, up over 50 degrees, started with a little chilly start. Clippers are ready to go. Beverly is finishing their huddle to the left of us. Patrick Conley and myself were both anxious to see the second half progress.
It's going to be exciting.
Going to be exciting. Again, shout out to Chris Hemsey, who's down in Rhode Island today and being substituted by the extremely capable golden voice of Patrick Conley.
I don't think Chris is in any danger of losing his job, but I'm happy to fill in and help.
Okay, Beverly getting ready. Referees are setting their watches. Beverly coming in for their huddle. And we have what we believe is the last 40 minutes of home soccer here for the Panthers. Hard to believe, 17 seniors playing their last home game here.
But the important thing is it's not their last game.
That is true. Having now qualified for the state tournament on the strength of a great team effort and a late Max Hemsey goal against Gloucester here earlier in the week. Panthers trying to finish on a high note. Beverly will have the kickoff. Shane Barker is in the right wing to start the second half, making his first appearance of the game. Wilson back to Ian. Ian hits that long ball up to find Misha. Misha wins it over to Owen. He's looking for Mateo. Hit out the side by Newburyport. Max Hemsey keeps it, finds Ian Visnick, who chucks his shoulders, makes a nice move, uses his left foot for a perfect pass to Misha Creakin, who puts the ball into the box. Great job by the Panthers coming out for the second half. Ian wins it back to Misha. Ball bounces around there. Panthers are fighting hard. Mateo trying to come away with it. Misha battling on the outside with a great win. Finds Ian. Ian left foot cross in is going to fall to the hands of the Newburyport goalkeeper. There's a big punt forward. He's going for big early, but Trevor Gilligan is there. Ball bounces back. Forrest Hay has the ball, defended by Max Hemsey. Mark Beattie there as well, turns it outside and hits it out for a throw-in.
I like this look of bringing in Shane to start the second half. He's a fast, strong player that they haven't seen yet. You know, maybe they can break one through over there.
Yeah, great to see Shane out there. Battled a lot of injuries through his career, so see him out here, and even this season. Okay, Beverly trying to get the ball out of their box. Ball's hit forward. Headed by number 5 for Newburyport. Mark Beattie tried to keep it in but couldn't. That was Kellen McDermott, another captain for the Clippers. Little scrum on the sideline there. Ball comes away, falls to Newburyport. Okay, Newburyport controls. Paolo steps on the ball there. Hopefully he's okay. Wilson battling on the side. Number 7 comes away with it. Shane Barker works back hard to get the ball. Gets off the ground. Scrum in front of the Beverly bench. Ball's hit forward. Headed by number 5, falls to Ian Visnick, who looks for Mateo on the outside and finds him. Mateo is defended, but Ian's going to step up there and find Misha again. Misha puts a cross in, headed away by Newburyport. Headed again. Mark Beattie steps in, does a nice job. Shane Barker checking back. Shane's bundled over, but Newburyport comes away with it. Trevor Gilligan there for Beverly. A little bit of a mishit, but Trevor's going to have enough time to get back to it.
As we expected, it's the intensity and the physicality stepped up right from the first whistle of this half.
Great excitement, great energy here. No question about it, Patrick. It's great to see the high school competition like that when games are important. And they play with that intensity level. A lot of fun to watch. Throw in for Newburyport. Trevor steps in, hits off him again.
You know, when you look across the field with all three boys teams playing, a lot of fans here today. You know, both varsity, all varsity, JV, and freshmen. A lot of people down here at the complex today.
We got a cross in by number 7, but Matt Roy is able to come with it. That was hit in by Spencer Caldwell. And that'll let the Panthers take a little bit of breath and get the ball away from their goal. Matt surveys the situation, has a long punt up that's going to hit the ground. Shane Barker battling, gets a foot on it, comes down for him, hits it to Wilson, who does a nice job of controlling that pass. Wilson turns, tries to find Paolo, which he does. Paolo pushes it out to the left to Misha. Misha with a nice little move on the outside, and that's hit away by number 8, William Aquaviva, and I think that's going to be a Beverly throw. Got a couple of lads getting ready to check in for Newburyport, number 16, Zachary Rosa, and number 22, Duncan Kaur, if I'm saying that right. Ball's hit ahead. Max Hemsey's there. He's going to turn it outside and push it out for Newburyport throw-in. We got a whistle for substitutes.
Spoke to the referees at halftime. They said they have never seen 2 timeouts that close to halftime before.
They were just trying to make us feel better about misreading the game. Okay, throw in by Spencer Caldwell is about to come in. Coming off is number 8, William Aquaviva. Ball falls to the ground. Number 13 has it for Newburyport, Kalen Twitchell, and hit away by Mark Beatty. Caldwell with the throw-in.
Kalen, step out. Someone else in.
Mark gets up, gets a head on it. Ian comes out to compete against number 10, defending there. Ball hit out of bounds. Good defending by Ian there at the top of the box. Ball getting stuck down here in the Panthers' end. Here's a throw-in. Bounces around. Hemsey's there. Paulo's there. A lot of people are there. Newburyport, though, working hard to keep the ball, and they're successful at doing it. Beatty steps up, makes a great tackle, finds Ian Visnick. Ian finds back to Mark Beatty. Beautiful ball. Mark takes it, trying to get it to Wilson. They run into each other. Wilson has it back to Shane Barker. Good stretch of play for the Panthers, and Shane trying to cross it, but just squirts off his foot and took a trajectory back to his right. Falls to the Newburyport keeper. Okay, Newburyport almost with sending number 13 in, Kalen Twitchell, but he's whistled for the offside. Good slide tackle there for Paolo. Good defending in the middle by Ian. Good work by Shane Barker and Mark Beatty. Getting ready to check in for his first appearance of the day is Dimitri Piasecki, number 3, and number 18 waiting to come in, Finn Ingalls for the Clippers. Paolo with another slide tackle, clean, takes the ball, finds Misha. Misha advances against 2 men for Mateo. One-touch pass to Wilson. One-touch pass back to Mateo. He has him on the outside. He's trying to get service. He stops. Ian shooting in the middle there, looking for the ball. Owen McCarthy falls to him. Long shot. Goes just over. I'm not sure.
I think it hit that crossbar, the football crossbar.
Hit the football crossbar. I was unsure if the Newburyport keeper got a piece of that or not. But based on the fact that it's a goal kick, I would say the official word is no.
That deflection off the crossbar looked like the goalie touched it.
Gotcha. I thought maybe on the way up he had a piece of it. Nice opportunity there. Good stretch of play. Good strike by Owen. Andrew Mahoney getting ready to check in.
Rumor is Andrew was voted best hair on the team.
Trevor Gilligan with a long ball up to Mateo, who hits it and hits it again with his head, falls to Wilson. Wilson with a nice little back flick pass, and that's slid down and hit out of bounds by Ben Cotter. Andrew Mahoney will make his way in for Paulo to give him a quick rest. (11 and 8) checking in for the Clippers, James Brooks and William Aquaviva. Here comes Wilson. He's battling hard to keep the ball. It goes to Misha. Misha launches one up. Shane Barker has got a piece of it. It's cleared off the line.
How does that not go in?
So close. Shane was there battling with Owen Tank for the ball. The ball fell from Owen's hands. Shane had it, took a swipe at it, and it was cleared off the line by I'm not sure who on Newburyport was behind his keeper, but they did a nice job there. Second opportunity, good opportunity for the Panthers in the last couple of minutes here. Goal kick taken by Newburyport. Owen McCarthy with a win, but he is called for a foul. Going to have a free kick taken by Newburyport just on their side of the mid-stripe. Beverly regains its shape, looking to defend. Number 15 will take it, Luke O'Brien. Luke is pounding this ball deep. It's going to sail high, but Matt Roy is able to get it. I thought Matt was coming a little too far forward, and but he has logged a significant amount of minutes in the outfield, so he drifted back and was able to corral that in. Matt pounds it forward, hits a Newburyport foot. Dimitri with a nice job there. Trevor forward, falls to Ian after Shane Barker works hard. Wilson's going forward with it. He hits the ball with his head forward for Mateo, and the Newburyport keeper will come out and snatch it away from the charging Mateo Bonanno. Big booming punt. Max Hemsey bravely puts his forehead on it and sends it forward. Misha creaking, battling, comes away with it. He gives it across the middle to Ian Visnick, who takes a shot and just hits it wide. Maybe a smidge bit ambitious from 35, but Ian was feeling it right there. Great win on the outside by Misha, as Max Lang is checking in to give Ian Visnick a break.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be important to keep fresh legs on this. This game's really turning into an up and down game. It's one end to the other.
The midfielders are being asked to do a tremendous amount of work, especially from a cardiovascular point of view. Okay, there's a long ball up. Owen McCarthy battles in there. Falls to the outside. Newburyport fellas tripped over each other somewhere in there. Misha was in the mix there somehow. And it goes for Beverly throw-in. Finds feet of Owen McCarthy. Owen keeps it. Goes to Trevor. Trevor looking for Wilson and finds him. Wilson uses his body nicely and battles there. Fantastic effort. Oh, that's going to be a Newburyport throw. Okay. Never can tell when it goes out from this vantage point. Max steps up. Newburyport advances on the right side. There's a nice cut back to the middle, but was that Andrew Mahoney who was there to knock it away? Couldn't tell.
I believe so.
Number 16 for Newburyport, Zachary Rosa will take the throw-in. Ball pounces through. Wow. Great defending there. I don't know if that was Max Lang or Trevor Gilligan who actually had a really tight mark. So when the ball fell to Newburyport, there wasn't much on that shot, and Matt was able to snatch that. That's some good defending. Not quite sure who marked so tightly, but that was crucial right there. Dimitri battles for the ball, and it squirts towards us. It's going to be a Beverly throw. Falls Trevor Gilligan. Bounces around for a bit. Dimitri battling. Takes it to the outside. Finds Max Lang. That ball stays in, but number 6 pokes it around. Trevor Gilligan, he's heading to the box. Here comes Max. Here's a shot.
Oof.
And Matt Roy, as he is so many times this season, is there to scoop that one away. A little bit of bad luck for the Panthers there. Looked like that ball was going to roll out.
Yeah,
it just had a mind of its own.
Sat right on that line.
Okay, Matt Roy with the punt. Andrew Mahoney battling in there. Number 11, James Brooks comes with it, but William Aquaviva is called for an offsides infraction. Number 12 is waiting to check in for Newburyport. That is Sean Gasparo. Matt Roy will take the direct kick resulting from the offsides. Launches it forwards towards Misha Creakin, who uses his body well and comes away with it. Finds Wilson, bounces around. And Misha is called for a foul. We have a direct kick there, so substitutes won't be allowed. Paolo and Ian getting ready to check back in for Beverly after a quick rest. Max Hemsey heads the ball out, finds Mateo, back to Owen, finds Wilson, back to Max Lang, who does a nice job of keeping it, but now as the next tackle takes it, Max working hard to get it back. Misha Creakin pushes the ball up the wing for Mateo. That will run out of bounds, and all subs will be allowed to enter the match. I'm starting to get tired, Patrick.
Yeah.
From the excitement. Great minutes by Andrew Mahoney and Max Lang.
Absolutely.
Real nice minutes there. You know, you talk about your team efforts and everybody having a role, but the minutes that these guys get in there are so important. Okay, throw-in contested. It's going to be a Beverly throw-in as it goes off in Newburyport.
I feel like this clock's moving really slow.
This is the one time I like that the football goalpost obstructs most of it from my view. Okay, throw-in taken. Mateo had it, but it was knocked out by Newburyport. Misha will take the throw again. Surveys his options. Glances off of Wilson. Mateo has it. Makes a nice move, trying to get service in, defended well by, I believe that's number 14.
Yes.
Ben Cotter. Ball goes out off of Newburyport for a Beverly throw. Misha throws the ball in, finds Paolo's head, but the Newburyport keeper, Owen Tang, comes out and gets it. Owen goes for big early, but Max Hemsey is there to defend. Ball bounces. Number 11 is making a big run, marked by Dimitri Pasecki. Owen is there. Goes off in Newburyport. It bounces. Max Hemsey's there. And that is going to be
out of bounds.
A throw-in for Newburyport. Mateo calling for a sub for Beverly, as number 7, Spencer Caldwell, and number 19, Van Martin, report to the line for Newburyport. And they're joined by Federico Claverino, who answers the call for Mateo to get a break. Coming off for Newburyport, number 18, Finn Ingalls, and number 14, Ben Cotter.
Talk about good minutes. Mateo, a lot of up and down runs that shift. I'm sure he wore himself out.
He's working hard. You know, and good awareness to let the coaching staff knows that he needs a little bit of a break there. Federico always brings good energy as well, so. Number 9 getting ready to check back in for Newburyport, James Forrest Hay. As Coach Below makes good use of all of the bodies that he has there with a lot of substitution to keep his guys fresh. Joining Forrest Hay will be number 13, Kaylin Twitchell. Ian Visnick with some nice footwork in the middle of the field. Finds a streaking Misha Creakin out of the back. Misha launches service. Shane Barker is there but defended. Here comes Wilson De Leon. He hits it towards the net. It finds Federico. It finds Dimitri. Dimitri goes down on a tackle. I couldn't really see well. That gets up and over the head of Paulo. Max Hemsey defending number 8 on the outside. Hemsey's trying to take him in. Ball shot in, but because of the great defending of Max Hemsey and that great hustle, the ball falls harmlessly into the arms of Matt Roy.
Great up and down action.
Mark Beatty will also join the group checking in, as does number 21, Graydon Conley for the Clippers. Ian Visnick gets the win. Newburyport wants a foul. He finds Wilson. Wilson back to Mateo. Good talk there. The ball goes askew, though, due to the pressure. And here comes the Newburyport counterattack. Ball hits forward. We have...
Foul at midfield.
Foul, I think, for that slide tackle that Owen gave. Probably a good tactical foul, he was thinking at the time. Trevor was there, but... trying to stop the jailbreak. Okay, free kick is going to be taken by number 15, Luke O'Brien, from just inside the Panther logo.
They make a diagonal run at him.
Ball's launched, and Matt Roy gets a hand on it, and it's a goal.
That's a goal, yeah. Matt's looking for a foul.
So the long ball came in. I know Matt had a hand on it, was unable to get 2 on it. The ball falls. I'm not sure who put that in for Newburyport. Did you see?
I did not see.
You got that? So Newburyport gets the equalizer with, I'm guessing, about 20 minutes left. There's a discussion on the far side. I know that Matt Roy was thinking there was
Matt was adamant that he was fouled.
I think the chances of changing.
I've never seen a player argue with the referee and get him to change his mind. Keep your focus here, Beverly.
Okay, we got roughly 20 minutes to go. The game back in the balance, all square. Not, like I said, we're not sure after that ball fell who put that in for Newburyport. Owen works hard to keep it, finds Misha. Misha double team, batted around. Works hard, and Newburyport dribbles it out of bounds. This is going to be a 20-minute free-for-all coming up here, Patrick. High energy, high intensity.
Buckle your seatbelts.
Okay, game has been stopped.
Yeah, I think Ian may have said something the referee wants to discuss further.
It's never good when the referee calls you by your first name.
This is where, if you're Beverly, whether you agree with that call on the goal or not, you got to kind of shake it off and keep your head focused and keep playing.
Yeah, you can't change what already has happened, no question about it. One of the hardest things to do in sports,
Absolutely.
right, is just flush it, let it go, and move forward. Paulo working hard through the air to keep it. He's up again. And again. Falls to Misha. Ball squirts loose. Ian Visnick, great job stepping up on that. Ball falls to Wilson De Leon, gets it back to Ian. Ian with a nifty little chip in for Federico. Can he get there? No, that's defended well by Newburyport. And they come away with it. They try to bring it forward. Federico's there to help. Good step by Federico. Paulo, sorry. Here comes the throw in real quick. Beverly needs to be sure that they don't switch off here. Number 11 has the ball, but he pops it up in the air. Battle with Trevor Gilligan. 11 taken off the outside. Trevor's with him. Trevor with a brilliant slide tackle and takes the ball away. And then pounds it upfield as he's unceremoniously dumped to the pitch by his counterpart, number 11, James Brooks. Mark Beatty finds the feet of Frederico, bounces around, intercepted by Newburyport.
Yeah, offsides.
Brooks is offside again. So, number 22 getting ready to check in, Duncan Kaur. And number 12 for Beverly, Ian Williams. Matt Roy will take the kick for the Panthers. Ball is struck well over midfield. Bounces around. Max Hemsey with a nice step up there. Newburyport on the attack, coming on the outside. Paulo makes that slide tackle.
Just wide.
Misses the ball. Newburyport squirts a shot away. Evades the diving Matt Roy.
And fortunately
evades the net as well. So the Panthers are going to take a minute. They're looking the team to be on their heels.
Good timeout.
Newburyport is energized. Very good timeout.
Beverly seems a little rattled after that goal. It's a good timeout to try to settle everybody down, kind of regain your focus here, and still a lot of soccer left.
Yes, sir. And Newburyport is certainly energized off of that goal. No question about that. So scoreboard clock, I think, says 15, 16 minutes and change. We know that there can only be one more timeout, since we only get a one per half. All right, both teams are getting their instructions in the break here. And I'm getting exhausted just watching this up and down. Some of the Beverly boys obviously disappointed that they conceded there. Such a strong offensive effort. But, we knew this was going to be a low-scoring game. I think you felt like it was going to be a 0-0 match. And we stand 1-1, so you were right on the low-scoring part. I'm not sure so much controversy. Matt was looking for a foul there. Those happens with those long balls. And credit to Newburyport for putting that ball in 50-plus yards in the air.
Yeah, it hung up there forever, didn't it?
Yeah. And he hit that a long way. I think I made the comment it was just inside the mid-stripe, so basically from midfield. And he dropped that ball inside the 6. So
very similar to the goal that Beverly scored on.
Yep. So Beverly's goal scored, and Paulo was in there. Keeper came out there right and lost control of the ball, and it fell to the ground, and Ian Williams put it home. So a couple of near catcher interference, keeper interference calls. Wrong sport. That's in the spring. Okay, both teams are coming out of their huddles after their timeout. Beverly looks like we have Ian, Frederico, and Shane up front. Owen, Ian, Paulo in the midfield.
Yeah, Wilson looks like he's getting a little medical attention over here on the side. Hopefully nothing significant.
Okay, ball bounces to Frederico. They hit it up the field. Paulo with a header. Ian battling. Ball goes out of bounds for Beverly throw. Misha throws it into Owen. Back to Misha, back to Owen. Paulo steps up to that. Oh, and it's intercepted, but Trevor Gilligan steps up and launches it back towards the Newburyport net, and that's going to hit off of Newburyport for a Beverly throw. Mateo's going to chuck back in. He's going in for
Frederico.
Okay, thank you. Oh, there he is. Came out of the Newburyport bench. He had better eyes than I do. I'll take you golfing with me. Find my ball. Okay, Newburyport building out of the back. They make it through the midfield. There's a ball that slid up. Here comes Matt Roy over to fuse that. Matt Roy with a big booming punt, won by Newburyport. Max Hemsey comes across to confront Forrest Hay, who goes down but gets the ball back to number 22. Trevor Gilligan's there as well. Hemsey's there. Boys are working hard. Great tackle by Trevor Gilligan. Loses the ball to 22.
Played by Mark there.
22 Duncan Core. And then Mark cleans it up and knocks it out the side. Can feel Newburyport building some momentum here, Patrick.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sure Beverly team would join me in wishing that the ball was on the other end of the field right now. Throw in being taken by number 7, Spencer Caldwell.
Corner.
Spencer will take the corner kick. Newburyport looks like they have everybody up on the 18 and charge in with a low ball in. The ball squirts through and it falls to number 21, Graydon Conley, who puts the ball home. A very low-struck, well-struck corner by design that got through to the other side.
Yeah, that went through 4 or 5 guys in there in the middle of the net, and then the attacker on the far side put it home.
Yeah, as we said in the past, that at times the set piece has been a weakness for the Panthers. And Newburyport regains the lead. Beverly goes forward off the kickoff. Regained by Newburyport. Ball's out for Beverly throw.
Well, Beverly's going to have to play from behind now. They're going to have to get a little more aggressive. Still a lot of time left.
Okay, Beverly trying to build. Defended well by Newburyport. Misha battles on the outside. I think that's still a Beverly throw. Misha finds the feet of Shane Barker. Shane launches it towards the net. Mateo's going to make a run at it, but I'm not sure he's going to be able to keep that one in. Joseph Lacrinola and for Beverly and Adam Bovey for Newburyport checking in. Mark Beatty comes off for the Panthers and Sean Gasparo for the Clippers. Caldwell takes the throw. Ball going to go out for a Newburyport goal kick. We think there's 11, 12 minutes left in the match, somewhere around there. Could feel the Newburyport pressure starting to build.
Yep.
They did break through on that set piece off the corner. Beverly's going to really need to dig deep here this last 10, 12 minutes to try to get that equalizer. Paulo goes way up and wins that. Mateo with the second win. Owen with a third and takes a big, big hit there. Falls to Misha. Misha goes back, keeps the ball, finds Max Hemsey. Max back to Misha, who's defended by 2 Clippers.
Taken down.
Misha's taken down. And he calls it on Misha. I'm a homer, but I didn't see it that way.
Didn't think you could follow somebody falling to the ground, but...
Okay, and that's going to be a direct kick for the Clippers. Ball's at hit. Paulo lining it up. Knocks it away, falls to Newburyport, and there's a ball hit towards Matt Roy. He'll handle that harmlessly.
You can feel that confidence coming back on the Newburyport bench. That kind of swagger they had at the beginning of the game has returned.
Number 22 is breaking in, defended by Trevor Gilligan. With the ball over the top, Trevor slides and takes it away.
Make sure they clear out. Get it down there, try to get to the corner here.
Number 9 takes the throw in. Forrest Hay. Paolo heads it away, and as the Newburyport coach asks for his team to try to get another corner kick, Beverly obliges. Beverly will have to mark a little tighter with the boys running in off the 18 from Newburyport. It means that Beverly's going to have to hold their mark for a lot of yards.
Can't lose anybody here.
Matt Roy punches that one away. It's headed, it falls to the ground. Newburyport comes away with it. There's a shot. It's hit away, deflected. There's a scrum inside the Beverly box. The ball pops out. Newburyport has it still, falls on out by the foot of Ian Williams. Here comes Owen McCarthy. Beverly has the ball out, but there's a lot of frenetic play here. Newburyport tries to hit it back in and hits it out of bounds for a Beverly goal kick.
Is that a good luck cat over here we got?
I hope so. Maybe a baby panther. Wants to grow up to be a panther someday. Okay, Beverly goal kick. We believe we're inside the 10-minute mark. Matt Roy pounds it. Paolo up there. Joseph there. Forrest Hay comes down with us. Joe defends on the outside. Has some help from Trevor. We have a throw-in.
Varsity girls are up 1-0 up in Haverhill, first half.
Number 14, Ben Carter comes in for Van Martin. Spencer Caldwell will take the throw. Ball bounces around there. That looks like a foul to me. Number 9 just took out Joseph Lacrinola. Free kick for Beverly. Trevor hits it back to Matt Roy. Matt's able to dribble it up a bit and survey the situation. Newburyport, not surprisingly, dropping back at this stage to defend their lead.
It's gone now. Yeah.
Max launches it up. Owen hits a ball high over the net. Just hit the crossbar from the football field goal post, but took a nice shot at that right there, and that'll go for Newburyport goal kick.
Good chance there. Let's keep the pressure up.
Yeah, Beverly had a couple of looks early on in the half, and that haven't had too much forward since then. Ian with a win, heads it to Mateo, over to Owen. Ball rattles around. Paolo battling, falls to Max Hemsey. Max keeping possession of that with Misha. Max chips it ahead, trying to find Shane Barker, but the Owen Tank will come off the line and scoop that up. Ian Visnick with a win there. Max Hemsey with the second ball. Ball's hit through. Great coverage there by Trevor Gilligan, who comes away with it. Trevor finds Shane Barker. Shane pushes it across for Ian Visnick. One-touch pass to Mateo. Mateo tries to get by the Newburyport defender, but a nice slide tackle there. Ian ends up with the ball. He keeps it. He turns. He finds Joseph on the outside. Joseph back to Mateo. Is making a run up. Tries to get service in. He can't. It falls back to him. He has it on the line. He slots it across. It's defended and hit away by Newburyport. That ball is going to stay in bounds, I think, and number 22 is going to corral it. Trevor Gilligan tries with the slide tackle. Joseph Lacrinola comes back with great hustle. And Paolo is there. Beverly's trying to dig deep. Coach DeLeon calling for Beverly to press. Owen McCarthy is chopped down from behind, and that'll be a Beverly free kick from their side of the pitch.
Important thing to notice, we haven't seen Wilson in a little while. He was over at the trainer's table, and now he's on the bench.
Yeah, he looked like some kind of muscle injury on his thigh. Saw him wrapped up and taped up there. So obviously one of our biggest goal-scoring threats on the bench right now at an inopportune time. Free kick falls to the Newburyport keeper, who scoops it up, and they'll be looking to manage the clock now with what we believe is less than 5 minutes. A big booming punt jumps over Beverly. Joseph defending Forrest Hay on the outside, and help by Trevor Gilligan, and it's going to be another dangerous Newburyport corner kick. Newburyport will be in no rush to take this one. Right now, their number one friend is the clock, as Spencer Caldwell will slowly jog and then go to a walk. I don't know where the ball person is there, but given some extra moments off the clock for the Clippers. Okay, we have a corner kick taken. It's chipped in, headed away by Mateo. Kept by Newburyport. Shane Barker coming into battle, as is Trevor Gilligan. Ball is hit in high, deep, and over the Panther net. Matt Roy will quickly take the goal kick for Beverly. Misha battles and is hit by number 13, Kaylin Twitchell, and that's going to be a throw for the Clippers as the clock ticks down.
Wind seems like it's kind of come out of the sails on Beverly a little bit. They're back on their heels.
I have to agree with you there. Boys are still working, but it just doesn't feel like that thrust is there. Ball falls into the box. No one on that. Ian Visnick defends number 10, who goes for a goal and hits it high over the net. Owen McCarthy is going to come in for Mateo, who's put in another great shift with great energy here for the Panthers. The Panthers are going to have to dig deep now, as there probably only a couple minutes left in the match.
Yeah, you know, we talked before the game about Newburyport's strength or lack of strength of schedule. I mean, they've proved today they're a good, solid team.
Yeah, no question about it. You know, strength of schedule or not, 17 in a row is a is a good feat. And you have to defend well to allow so few goals, right, in the course of a season. So, okay, Beverly trying again, build out of the back. Owen, Joseph, Paulo. And then Newburyport puts a foot in it and just hits it down the field. Max Hemsey defending number 11, Jameson Brooks on the outside. Max wins his battle. Passes it up, but it's intercepted and goes right back to him. Beverly battling. Ball's going to fall to Matt Roy.
Got to only be a couple minutes left at this point.
Joseph with the throw-in. Trying to find Trevor, defended well by number 8, William Aquaviva. Oh, there's a big, big hit, and Paulo goes down hard. Paulo goes down hard.
Yeah, Paulo unhappy with that challenge.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, Patrick. I think that's a little fast yellow card. When a player asks how is that possible to yellow card him straight off like that, I think is a
little bit of a quick hook.
Yeah, I mean, he has to realize that how this game is being competed and what it means to the boys. You know, I think a keep your mouth shut or you're going to get carded would have been more appropriate there.
You know, not
unless there was something going on during the match that we're unaware of. But I think that's a little unjust there.
Far be it from me to question a referee, but that seemed a bit quick.
Forrest Hay back on for the Clippers, taking the place of Jameson Brooks. Be a drop ball will go to Beverly due to stoppage and play to the injury. Trevor over to Ian. Ian's going to launch it forward. Unfortunately, Newburyport steps in. Ian wins it back over to Joseph. Here comes Newburyport. Ian Visnick is there, though, as it rolls out of bounds. Ian throws it in, finds Misha. Misha launches the ball forward, looking for Ian. Ian's hitting the back, and that'll be a foul. And the Panthers be a nice spot here to have Paolo in that box with this time.
This feels like their last chance here.
And that would be evidenced by the fact that Matt Roy is going to be taking this kick in. Beverly is going to have to get on the end of this. Matt chips it in. It goes forward. The ball bounces, just misses Joseph on the far post. We're not sure if that was going to be the last one or not, but there can't be too much time to see one referee just check his watch. It's going to be a goal kick for the Clippers. Ball's launched towards the middle of the field. It'll fall. Max Hemsey with a win. Owen McCarthy. Back to Ian Visnick, who gets it forward. Ian Williams gets a head on it. Newburyport's happy to kick it back. Ian pushes it up towards the box. Shane goes in there. Max Lang over to Misha. Newburyport defends. And it's a break for Forrest Hay. Lang and Visnick back to defend. Someone goes down. There's a shot and save by Matt. That's still in. Ian hits it. It does not go out somehow. He defends in the corner. That ball was out, and that's going to be a throw-in for Beverly. Ian has dropped back into that center back role, and that allows Trevor Gilligan to get forward. Like we said, Trevor does a lot of things, and he has had some goals for us this year, so moving him up to get a little more danger in the front.
Without Paulo and Wilson on the field, you need somebody up there to put the ball in the net.
Ian heads it over to Max Hemsey. Hemsey slots one through off of Ian. Beverly presses forward. It's going to hit off Owen McCarthy, and Newburyport will be in no particular rush to take that throw in. They're going to wipe the ball with their shirt. They're going to leave it for another teammate. Clock management. Here comes the Newburyport throw. Hemsey defending on the outside. And there's the final whistle. The Newburyport Clippers have sealed their undefeated season, but a yeoman's effort by the Beverly Panthers here at Frank 40 Field. I know the boys are going to be disappointed. It's going to be the first time this season that they struck first and weren't able to get some kind of result.
You know, they had that quick little stretch there, where they put 2 goals in, and they played well. Other than that stretch, they played well.
The effort was great. Yep. It was there. It was just not to be today. A strong Newburyport squad, strength of schedule, yes or no. They were a good side. Beverly also played a good game. They just kind of came up a little bit short today. So, next stop, the state tournament. I believe pairings, will come out sometime next week, I believe midweek. We're anticipating that Beverly will be on the road in a preliminary game to play into the round of 32. Coming into today, Beverly was ranked 39th. And a quick look survey this morning, I think that there's going to be between 7 and 10 teams that are outside the 32 but are over 500 that will get some kind of berth. So they'll fill those in against the team ranked 32 and on up, and those first 32 will have the home field for that. So, Patrick, it's been a great season here to broadcast here on BevCam. Real happy to have worked a couple of matches with you and a bunch with Chris Hemsey. But But the last home game today here for the Beverly Panthers, and it was certainly a great effort by the boys. Their first loss in the last 8 games. Feel like they're playing well heading into the tournament, and hopefully we'll see some good things.
Yeah, a lot of good positives to take away from this game. It's kind of a bitter pill to swallow losing the game, but they played well, and they played well for most of this game, so they just have to clean up what they need to clean up and be ready for next week.
Okay, so signing off from Frank Forty Field here in the campus of Beverly High School. This has been Al Visnick and Patrick Conley for the BevCam Sports Network. Wishing you a good rest of your day.
Enjoy your weekend.